There have been many people in my community asking for an in-depth bangboo guide, so today I'll quickly go over every category, role, A and S rank bangboo to help you decide which one's the best for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kate the 7th and I'll be your host today. Huge thank you to Roa for sitting down and discussing all the bangboo's potential with me. Check out his channel in the description below. Let's start with attack boos, the DPS category. These bangboos have a high base attack and higher multiplier increase on their abilities. A Million is an S rank and is a pure physical damage bangboo with 0 days meter buildup, but has the highest DPS of any bangboo in the game currently. Safety is an S rank that does more physical damage when an enemy is applied with fire or electric anomaly. You could consider this boo more as a sub DPS if you're using them in a fire or electric based team comp, but its damage might get wasted if you're not using an anomaly based team comp. So it's better to use other bangboo if you're not in this situation. Bangvolver is an S rank and has a very high physical damage multiplier with its enhanced shot, especially on chain attacks. Bangboo is an A rank and is currently the bangboo that everyone gets for free at the beginning. It is a standard damage boo that gets outshone very quickly, so I wouldn't recommend using this one for very long. Bullseye is an A rank. The Bullseye boo has incredible damage multipliers, even as an A rank, and can actually be very comparable to an S rank, and potentially even higher in certain situations. The main value from these boos is the ability to help take down mobs and even elites at a much faster rate when they're on your team. But let's go over and look at the Daze category. Daze Boos have a higher stun multiplier increase, which can greatly benefit characters such as Juyan, who wants to stun enemies as fast as possible to unleash her burst damage. However, this category is currently limited as there is only one bangboo within it, Sumo Boo. However, whenever Hoyoverse makes more S-rank Daze Boo, they have a lot of potential to really shine in the future, especially for team comps that do not use a traditional Daze agent, allowing you to still have a team member that can contribute more to the Daze meter of an enemy. But moving on to the Anomaly category. These boos do not buff Agent's Anomaly, but they are very beneficial on 2 attribute teams. S ranks are usually always preferable in this category over A rank due to having a higher base attack, because the anomaly buildup they contribute to will also affect the overall anomaly damage. Shark Boo is an S rank that gives utility in ice anomaly buildup that can also stun elites and mobs for a very short period of time. Penguin Boo has crowd control and can stagger small mobs, but has slightly lower ice anomaly buildup. Resina Boo has grouping capabilities and ether anomaly buildup, and the crowd control that it brings pairs extremely well with an agent such as Nicole. Devil Boo is an S rank and is typically a sub DPS coordinated attack bangboo with lower ether anomaly buildup, but this boo is still very good though, because the corruption anomaly effect needs to be triggered with an attack. Plug Boo is an S rank that gives electric anomaly buildup that gives a lot to an electric based team that wants to proc as much shock as possible, such as Anton and Grace for example. Electro Boo is an A rank with slightly lower anomaly buildup than Plug Boo, but in my opinion, this is not noticeable at all. Rocket Boo is an S rank with standard fire anomaly buildup that can also contribute to decent damage as well for your overall team. Cry Boo is an A rank that has lower anomaly buildup, but around the same as Rocket Boo, but does not contribute to much else other than anomaly buildup. But going over to the support and utility category of bangboo, these boos give extra utilities for your team, but usually don't contribute to damage or anomaly buildup at all. Butler is an S rank that gives good energy, but its damage is completely lackluster, and other than the energy, you really won't benefit much from him. Boo Resher is an A rank and is a great alternative for Butler Boo, but both can be inconvenient since you need to approach them to receive the energy. Magnet Boo is an A rank that can crowd control small enemies and also act as a sub DPS, but the damage scaling is very low. Explore Boo is an A rank that has 3 buffs given randomly, making it pretty inconsistent in terms of receiving the buff you want at the time you need it. But when we go over to Avoca Boo, an A rank, they are the only healer in the game currently, making this boo already have more value for some players than others. And the heal it gives is actually pretty nice, but unfortunately only limited to 15 heals per battle. Looking at the defense category for Bangboo, these boos will possibly have more value in the future as we get more and more aggressive enemies that can deplete your assist points quickly. I talked about this in one of my past videos, so if you haven't watched it already, I'll leave a link in the description below for you. But an example of an aggressive enemy is the Twin Ballet boss, and as we get more of these enemies, the more value defense boos will have. But at the moment we only have one defense boo right now, and that's Paper Boo. Paper Boo is an S rank that gives a shield, and if there are 3 or more enemies, the shield it gives becomes bigger. So now that we understand what each category and individual bangboo can do, question is, When and where should we use them? Attack boos will be very beneficial in fights where there are less enemies, and you need to kill them as quickly as possible. The reason I believe this is from testing in fights with a lot of mobs. Your attack boo can start focusing less on the elite and more on the mobs, and it'd be much more beneficial for them to continue to hit the elites. As with proper grouping, you can have your agents take out the mobs while also attacking the elites due to your AoE. Attack boos can also be helpful in boss fights in hoyozero or any future event added to Zzzero. Daze boos have the ability in the future to greatly help how often we get enemies with large daze meters stunned, as the more you stun an enemy, the greater your DPS can be, as they take increased damage while they are stunned. And Daze Boos can help any team in general that you feel isn't doing enough daze build up. For example, if you are running a popular disorder team such as Soldier 11, Piper, and Lucy, and you believe you are doing more than enough anomaly build up and disorder damage, but you just aren't stunning the boss fast enough, this is where a Daze Boo can come in and make the difference in the stun build up, and potentially save you the time needed to clear the stage fast enough for an S rank clear. So we really need to wait for hoyoverse to add more Daze Boos to the game to see just how great they can actually be. When it comes to Anomaly Boos, they might be the most flexible boos in the game, as contributing to damage and anomaly buildup is very beneficial for not only disorder team comps, but pretty much any team composition in the game. You can bring Anomaly Boos to almost any situation and get value out of them. And another huge help for Anomaly Boos is how they can help you with elemental coverage, as if you had a team and one agent was not applying enough of an element by themselves, a Bangoo of the same element can potentially make the difference to change how that team composition feels entirely. Support Boos, from my experience, have felt the best when you have well geared agents. As more and more time passes in Zzzero, players will start to have better geared agents every single week, from drive disc, skills, and even equipment. My Piper Result team, for example, feels incredible to use right now due to my Piper and Lucy have incredibly good drive disc on them. And the best Bangoo for me personally right now has been the Avaka Boo, due to the later 4s of Shiyu defense starting to do significant damage to my Piper if I manage to get hit while she is spinning. But the Avaka Boo has been the difference to make it feel much more comfortable to play, as in this situation I didn't feel I needed more damage or anomaly build up, I just needed to stay alive. So support boos have provided a lot of comfort for the team so far. And if you're new to a gacha game and do not understand what I mean by comfort, you should check out the video right here as I explain it in depth. So as of now, I feel support boos perform greatly the better your characters are built from the ground up. And finally, defense boos are extremely similar to support, and they provide a small extra layer of comfort for your teams. But just like Daze Boos only having one in the game right now, we can't truly see their potential as of now, since there's so little to go off of. But similar to a defense agent, I can see their overall value being great in the future, the more and more aggressive enemies they add to the game. And if hoyoverse doesn't want the game to become stale or have any class of agent become obsolete, then it would be in their best interest to make content for all class types. And the reason I believe this can happen is due to their last game they've made, Honkai Star Rail. And in Star Rail, they now have a game mode for almost every single type in the game, and this is again due to wanting to make every type of character feel they have a place in the game they can truly shine. So for now we can't say much on defense boos, but this can very easily change in the future. But why would I go through all this in the first place? It's actually very simple. Because boo pawns are a limited resource in Zzzero right now, and you can only obtain extra through the battle pass, and even then, it's not many more. I believe it is not smart to use your boo pawns on bangboos that you won't like for the future. Now if you just want to get the bangboo that is the cutest to you, then absolutely go for it. But the main purpose of this video is for people who want to get what is going to be the best bangboo for their account and playstyle. There is no such thing as a perfect bangboo. While the Resonant Boo, for example, might be great on a Juyan team, it doesn't mean everyone who plays Juyan will prefer the Resonant Boo. And as I've said in my oldest Bangboo video, working with your Bangboo is the most important thing. So picking the Bangboo that you can work with the best is the right one for you. When it comes to picking the right Bangboo for your team, you need to ask yourself, what do I need the most right now? And also, what is the main focus of my team? Doing this will not only let you be able to pick the right Bangboo for you, but also not waste any resources. And please do not sleep on A-rank boos, as some A-ranks can be just as good or potentially better in certain situations than S-ranks can. So be sure to really look at what you have and are currently using to make sure you choose right. Let me remind you all that we have a big collaboration coming this Saturday with Average Look Gamer, Roa, Valk, and Scion Drill. So be sure to stick around as you don't want to miss that. Also be sure to join the Discord where we do weekly giveaways, and the winners will be announced there. Also check me out on Twitter, Kate7th, and be sure to subscribe for more ZZZ content. And as always, my name is Kate7th, and with that, I'm signing out.